What's going on? So for you Leos, you have the Moon, Three of Swords, Page of Cups, Two of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the World, the Nine of Wands, the Devil, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this looks a lot like the Virgo reading, except for two cards, which are these. But the Moon, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Cups represents how a lot of you Leos, the Moon, you're ghosting a lot of people. You would rather be not with them. Not saying that you would rather be by yourself, but you would rather not really be with those people because, and I'm going to explain to you why, because the Three of Swords and the Page of Cups, how much work people try to get you to do, because it's this trying to, again, it's these games. It's the trying to act like you're so one, you know what I'm saying? Like a person is trying to act like they're so valuable and they contribute so much and they're so fly and, you know, they're so this and they're so that, but then they don't actually do anything. They spend so much time talking about when they're ready to contribute, because what they have to contribute to you is so important that you need to actually invest in them first. But see, here's the thing. People who have that mentality, and studies have shown this, that's all the relationship actually is. It's a con. That's all it actually is. That's the reason why it is that when people have this mentality of, oh, you need to invest in me first, you need to do this, you need to do that, they often leave those very same individuals that was originally investing in them from the first place. Or in the first place. So the Page of Cups represents a lot of you Leos just see those people from the past really running game, and really overall just see things from a bigger perspective, and you understand the delusion of it all, that you Leos, because a lot of Leos are attractive, but a lot of you, you know, even with your attraction, people are giving you a difficult time. It's not to say that a lot of you Leos on average tend to be low IQ. A lot of you Leos tend to have a high IQ. But then what's the problem? You have physical looks, you have a mind. What's the problem? The problem is, again, a lot of people are astronomically overestimating themselves and overestimating the value that they bring into a person's life. Because in actuality, you have the Two of Swords. In actuality, they're really not doing much. What they're doing is they're giving, in actuality, people nowadays are giving you conflict, because it's a pain in the butt to now get to know people, because it's like pulling teeth. Every time you try to get to know somebody, the person is constantly trying to do everything they can to push you away, but they claim that they like you. They want to get to know you. But how are they supposed to get to know you in a romantic sense and legitimately be in a relationship with you if they are afraid of romantic gestures of all different types? That's the confusion of it. And then the thing about it is that the Knight of Pentacles now is that, but at the same time, what are they actually contributing? They're not contributing anything. And that's the card that is proof of this. They're not actually, when you really look at it on an actual scope, on a microscope, you really sit back, you pay attention. They're not actually doing anything that has value. They're not really contributing to you. They're not really doing that. So the situation with that is that the Two of Swords is about, again, how a lot of you Leos are like, look, you out here, for real, a lot of you Leos are like, you, the Queen of Pentacles, perfect example. You out here, a lot of you Leos know that you're attractive. If you didn't, you are. I've known many Leos in my life, right? A lot of the Leos that I would get with. Jennifer Lopez being one back in the day. But at the same time, a lot of you Leos are like, look, you out here doing you having fun, you living your life. You're not really too worried about the relationship stuff, you know, and that you really, a lot of you Leos really understand that you need that level of camaraderie with the person. You need to actually get along with the person and have certain things in common with them. You know, you could make something into a bonding activity. If the two of you like video games and y'all are gamers like that for real, turn on the the whatever console. I have the PS4. Turn on whatever console you have. The two of y'all start playing video games with each other. Right then and there, y'all are spending time. Right then and there, exchanging words because y'all trash talking and it's playful and all. Right then and there, the lovers, excuse me, the world. This being a situation, but subconsciously, right? It makes the love even stronger, right? So, but it's a subconscious thing. But the world, and a lot of you Leos understand, but the world is different now. A lot of you understand that the world is much different. It's now a sense of like this, where people have, again, and this is and what it is it's people's real faces is showing itself, that the people who really want to be in a relationship for real are people who are willing to lay down their sword and not fight and allow a good relationship to form as they are actively getting to know people. Because a lot of times too, this is how you know a lot of people don't really have real relationship experience, or even if they do, they haven't learned a whole lot. Because the way that relationships forms, it's not formal. The way that a relationship forms is not formal in the sense of like business and stuff like this. The way that a relationship forms is very much so casual in that sense, meaning that the two of y'all start hanging out, start playing video games, y'all talking, y'all getting to know each other, y'all do this, right? Then, you know, y'all decide that y'all want to hang out some more, and next thing you know, boom, right? Some time goes by, 6 months go by, y'all now are in a relationship, right? Certain things happen, y'all are now in a relationship. But too many people are looking at it from a formal perspective, where now they're looking at it like, oh, you know, we got to do this, we got to go out on a date, we got to do this, you know, this, that, the third, da, 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 da. And it's like, listen, you got to, you know, people have to learn to not be so stuck up. And no disrespect, but Leo, y'all represent the zodiac sign of the ego, right? And for people to out ego you, and you are supposed to be a physical representation of the ego, it really says something about the environment or the world that we live in, that a lot of people are not awake. They very much so are caught up in the idea that they don't need to do anything. And that's where we segue into the devil. And that's the thing that's really ruining the dating pool. It's really turning it into muddy water. It really is turning it into muddy water, because you Leos are seeing it before your eyes. Like me, I was alive back then in the 90s. I was born in 91. So I literally had a chance to watch how it went from the pop groups, right? The pop groups in the early, I should say, in the mid 90s, the pop groups in the I ain't gonna say mid 90s, late 90s and 97, all the way through to now. It's I Don't Want Scrubs, to Lil Kim, to whatever it was. And now it's like all of these games that's being played, all of this pop culture, people feeling like they need to keep up. And the thing about it is that now you have the 9 of Pentacles. Where is slowing down? Where is, you know, a lot of you Leos are realizing, where are people able to slow down and not be so judgmental of other people and actually take the time to get to know them? And as time goes by, they will naturally form a real functional relationship. The answer to that is they're not willing to actually be patient. They're not willing to do that. Everything is microwavable. Everything is, you need to hurry up and show me your value. And it's like, wow, how am I supposed to do that in one day? Even if I was to give you money, that's not my value. It's piece of it, but so let's clarify the the world. So to clarify the world, you have the Queen of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles, which represents for you Leos. This is about how a lot of you Leos know you're going to keep your uniqueness, and you're going to date when you want. You'll talk to people when you want. You're not really worried about anything. The Six of Pentacles, and if people don't want to, the Six of Pentacles and the King of Wands, if people act like reciprocating is too much, putting in effort is too much, okay, the Four of Pentacles. You'll be okay and happy sitting it out by yourselves because you don't need these people.